I had spent a couple of hours on the phone with the social worker finding out more about the boys and how they would work in our family. And he came up with this really good idea to have us come to their agency Christmas party, to where we would be able to kind of see the boys from afar. And they were not supposed to know that we were there or that a family was coming to look at them. We would just come and kind of see how they interacted with their foster family and with the activities going on. So we loaded up our kids. We didn't tell them really why we were going because we hadn't mentioned Brad and Sean to the little kids yet. And we go to the Christmas party, and they come in with their foster brothers and foster parents and sit down, and we move to a table so that we're next to them and can interact. It was cute because they didn't know who we were or why we were there, but Santa Claus was there, and Brad started talking to the little kids like, oh, Santa's here, to take pictures, and they were making paper crowns, and Sean had written like, I love God, I want to go to heaven, I love Christian music on his crown, and came up and shared it with us.
Brad came up at the end of the night while we were talking to his caseworker and said, I thought people were supposed to be here to see if they wanted to adopt us. And the caseworker's kind of just like, so Brad was kind of embarrassed, but I guess he had thought it would be older people. He wasn't expecting a young couple with little kids.
Well, before we left the party, the caseworker was like really nervous to come be like, well, what do you think? And we were like, we really enjoyed meeting him, and we felt like there was a connection there, and we want to continue this and see where it goes. And so we had gotten contact information from the foster parents, and we're going to plan another visit over Christmas break to meet the boys. And so the car ride home was exciting and relieving, because there was so much anticipation and anxiety built up to this moment of actually meeting the boys that we thought would be our sons. To now know that was done and that we were moving forward. And we mentioned to our little kids then that some of the boys at the table next to us that we were talking to, we might be interested in fostering and adopting them instead of little kids. So they moved in July 1st. Adoption was March 24th of this year, 2021. And that was really an exciting day for us and for them. They had been in foster care for almost 10 years at this point and really had not thought that they were going to find a family. So for it to have all worked out, they'd been asking for months. When's the adoption? They were really excited. We went to the courthouse in Cass County. We had all of our family there. We had their caseworker that had been with them the entire time they were in foster care. Other people from the agency, because they were so excited for Brad and Sean. And it was short and sweet. We went up before the judge, said we wanted to adopt them. They wanted to change their last name to Lide, and took some pictures afterwards. We took them out to Cracker Barrel for breakfast. The awesome waiter there gave them free dessert to celebrate their adoption. And we went to main event and went bowling, did laser tag, and just hung out as a family to celebrate.
To me, joy is the peace that you have when you're obeying God, when you're living in His will. It's not necessarily a happiness or a feeling, but just there's nothing holding you back, and you feel complete, maybe.